Good morning and welcome all BSc second year students of Fisheries Science in online lecture series of semester 4th, paper number 9th, Fish Gear and Craft Technology. In this paper 9th, we have studied unit 1st, in which classification of fishing methods, then fabrication of fishing gears, materials which is to be used for manufacturing the net, and the last aspect of this unit, that is the care, maintenance and preservation of the gears. Up to here we have studied all aspects related to the manufacturing. All aspects these are to be related to the preparation of gears and nets. Preparation of gears and nets. Those nets, those gear, these are to be used. Those gear, these are to be prepared by fisherman or common man, and these gears, these are to be used for fishing or fish capturing. Means net, these are to be prepared, manufactured, fabricated. Gear, these are to be fabricated, manufactured, but after use, whether these nets, these gear, these are to be properly keep, properly washing, proper preservation of these gear, these are to be done or it is to be not. Because manufacturing of these gears, manufacturing of these nets, these are the time consuming process. For manufacturing, for fabrication of gears, nets, more than 6 to 1 year it is to be required for the manufacturing, for the preparation of the nets. And within a short duration, such net, these are to be damaged, such net, these are to be destroyed, then it is to be not beneficial for the fish farmers, for the fish culturists, or those are to be fish catchers. That's why those nets, those craft, they can be used. These craft, these nets, these gear, it can be preserved. Care, maintenance and preservation of such material is to be essential, it is to be most important. Without care, without these maintenance, without preservation, these materials, these are to be not kept in proper condition, not keeping in proper way, and when it is to be not in proper way, in proper manner, then it is to be damaged, and such damaged piece, such damaged net, these are to be not used for capturing the fish. That's why care, maintenance and preservation of these gear, these are to be essential aspect. It is the most important aspect. It is important, similar to the construction of net, similar to the manufacturing of net, it is also important, because care, maintenance and preservation is essential, is the most important thing to keep net as it is when it is to be used in fishing, when it is to be used in capturing the fish. That's why this article, these are to be important, this article, these are to be most useful, that is care, maintenance and preservation of the gears. One by one we have seen in detail. Yes, care, maintenance and preservation of the gears. All fishing gears or nets, all fishing gears or nets, whether these are made up of natural or synthetic material, these nets, these gear, these are to be made up, whether these are to be made up of natural material or it is to be made up of synthetic material, need proper treatment, need proper maintenance, preservation and storage for longer life. There is need proper treatment, maintenance, preservation and storage for proper longer life expectancy, or as to expect, there is expectancy and better catching efficiency. These nets, these gear, these are to be maintained, preservation and treatment for the storage of these nets, these are to be important, these are to be essential. There are several causes affecting, or there are several causes, not courses, there are several causes affecting the efficiency and durability of the materials. These different factors, different causes, these are to be affect the efficiency and durability of the materials. These materials, these are to be used to manufacture, to prepare the gears. Which are these different causative factors? Which are these factors which is to be cause the fish nets or the gears? These causative factors are rotting, withering, abrasion, mechanical destruction by animals, fouling, rusting, etc. That is number of these causative effect. These are to be seen on the nets gear. Which are these effect? Rotting, withering, abrasion, mechanical destruction by animals, fouling and rusting. Besides these, the materials have to be treated with the preservatives to increase their stiffness. Besides these, the materials have to be treated with preservatives to increase their stiffness. Avoid not slippage and coloring for improving the catching efficiency These materials can be treated preservatives to increase their stiffness. Avoid not spillage or not spillaging condition. Then coloring for improving the catching efficiency. The methods of material preservation can be grouped into three based on their functions. These are to be grouped into three bases. These are to be in three groups based on their functions. Which are these three factors? First is the sterilization. What is meant by sterilization? Putrefactive bacteria are killed either by sunlight or treatment with copper salt. That is sterilization. Putrefactive bacteria, those bacteria, these are to be putrefying. These putrefactive bacteria are killed either by sunlight or by treatment with copper salt. This is first sterilization. Second, protection. Coating of these materials, these nets, either tannin or coal product on the twins. Those threads, these are to be used. These threads or these twins, these are to be coated. That is protection. Coating of either tannin material or either coal product on twins on the threads. And third method, combination of sterilization and protection. Third is the combination of A and B or 2 and 1 and 2. That is, one is the sterilization and second is the protection. Then preservation against rotting. The different preservative materials or methods, different preservative methods are used to cope with varying situations. The different preservative methods, these are to be adopted. Different preservative methods, these are to be used to cope with varying situations. These are described below. Which are the materials, methods for rotting? रॉटिंग म्हणजे याला आपण काय म्हणतो? गंजणे. वॉशिंग अँड सनलाइट डिसइन्फेक्शन. Those materials, those methods or those materials which is to be used in this method, the nets or gears are washed in fresh water or in cold water, with thoroughly. After using these nets, these are to be washed. Those debris, those weeds, those unwanted material, these are to be washing with cold water or it is to be washed in fresh water and dried in simple sunlight. This net, these are to be after washing, these are to be dried in sunlight, spread on sunlight in beach, in open area, and it is to be dried in sunlight. It can be good condition. This is the simplest and oldest preservative method. Preservation against rotting, that is, this is the simplest and oldest preservative method, that is the sunlight disinfection. सूर्यप्रकाशामध्ये नेट वाळू घालणे किंवा सूर्यप्रकाशामध्ये काय करणे, जाळे सुकवणे, these are to be useful for disinfection of the bacteria microbes. This is the simplest and oldest preservative method. In certain gears like set nets, trap nets, etc., in certain gear nets like set net, trap net, such type of sunlight disinfection is to be essential, it is to be good. Which remain in water for a long time, it becomes difficult. Those net, these are to be remain for long time. Those net, these are to be for a long period. It is to be deeply penetrated into the water. In such net, this method, these are to be which remain water for long time, it becomes difficult. In such net, in such method, it is to be difficult to sunlight to, that is washing and to remove the disinfection of the nets or the, that is gears. Second method is the tanning. Tannin, which is extracted from bark. Tannin is the byproduct. Tannin is the product which is to be extracted from the barks, roots, leaves, seed coats, fruits, etc. in poisonous and to microorganism. It is to be etc. It is a poisonous. This tannin is a poisonous substance, and this poisonous substance, these are to be extracted from bark. It is to be extracted from roots, leaves, seed coats, fruit, and this tannin is poisonous to microorganisms, or those are the microorganism which is to be affect on net. These microorganisms, when it is to be deeply penetrated by tannin, it is to be cause the poisonous effect. In tanning, a thin coat of tannin is given to the netting. In tanning, a thin coat of tannin is given to the netting. Tannin can be reported by two methods, that is hot process and cold process. Tanning is to be given to the nets, to the gears, and this tanning, these are to be given a thin coat of tannin to give on the nets or the gears. Tannin can be reported by two methods, that is hot process and cold process. The percentage of tannin in the solution, should be 4 to 6%. The ready-made tannin extract available in the market is called as Kutch. Today, ready-made tannin, these are to be available. Ready-made tannin, these are to be found in market, and this ready-made tannin which is to be available in market, it is to be called as Kutch. In this Kutch, percentage of this tannin which is to be used to preserve the gears or the nets, its percentage is to be 4 to 6%, and it is ready-made tannin which is to be available in market, and this ready-made tannin which is to be extract available in market to coat the gears or the nets. That is, second is the tannin which is extracted from bark coat, leaves, seed coat, fruit, etc. is poisonous to microorganism. In tanning, a thin coat of tannin is given to the netting. Tannin can be reported by two methods, that is hot process and cold process. The percentage of tannin in the solution should be maintained 4 to 6%. The ready-made tannin which is to be available in market, and this ready-made tannin is called as the Kutch. The third method, that is preparation of dyeing bath. C. Preparation of dyeing bath. This method is done by following ways. Dyeing bath, those nets, these are to be used for catching, those nets which is to be used for capturing the fish or the aquatic animal. These nets, these are to be preparation of dyeing bath. Dyeing bath, that is coloring is to be, dyeing means coloring, D-Y-E-I-N-G. Dyeing bath, in bathing is to be done in a dye color or in dye. This method is done by following ways. Number one, hot process. What is by hot process? Dyeing bath is to be by two methods. One is the hot process. The bark is cut into small pieces, crushed and then added to the water. Bark is to be cut into small pieces, crushed and then added to the water in the ratio of 1 kg bark powder to 10 to 15 liter of water. 1:15, एकास 15 किंवा 10 ते 15, एकास 10 ते 15, 1 किलो bark and 10 to 15 kg water. It is to be hot. Sufficient water, 4 to 5 times the weight of net is taken. Sufficient water, when net of weight is to be, suppose imagine 4 kg. net of weight of net is to be how much? 4 kg. Then the water which is to be used to preserve this net, it is to be 4 to 5 times weight more. Sufficient water, 4 to 5 times weight of the net, means net weight is to be 5 kg. Then water which is to be used to preserve this 5 kg net, it is to be either 20 to 25 liter water, these are to be taken. And in this water 1 kg bark powder, these are to be added 10 to 15 liter of water. Suppose 25 liter of water these are to be used, then we can add 2 kg bark powder in this 25 kg liter of water, then it is to be sufficient. Then it is to be sufficient for the preservation in the dyeing bath. The water is then boiled for about 2 to 3 hours. The water is to be boiled for about 2 to 3 hours till the color of the bath becomes brown. Till the color of the bath is to becomes brown. In those water, these bark powder these are to be added. This water these are to be boiled for about 2 to 3 hours till the color of the bath becomes brown. The bark is then removed and the solution is ready for use. After 2 to 3 hours boiling, those bark which is to be added in water, this bark these are to be removed, and only water these are to be used. This water these are to be used for ready for the preparation for hot process. It is called as the hot process for dyeing bath. Second is the cold process. Water with the crushed bark is kept. Water put in the cold process, in which method the water with crushed bark is kept for 2 to 3 days instead of boiling, as in the case of hot process. Instead of boiling, water these are to be kept 2 to 3 days. Instead of boiling, this water these are to be kept into the cans cartoons, and in this cans cartoon, in this bark water, the net these are to be keeping for 2 to 3 days for cold process. Tannin dissolves itself and to enhance the process. Tannin which is to be mixed into the water, that is bark which is to be mixed into the water, due to 2 to 3 days, tannin these are to be dissolved itself, and to enhance the process, it can be kept in sunlight for some time. It can be to enhance the process, it can be kept in the sunlight for some time. The bath is decanted and is ready for treatment. The bath is decanted after completion of this sunlight which is to be given. Then the net is to be bathing. Net is to be ready for use. These are to be keep deep penetrated into such water. It is to be called as the cold process. It is called as cold process. Instead of boiling water these are to be used 2 to 3 days by adding bark, and after 2 to 3 days the tannin which is to be dissolved into the water, and after this tannin these are to be dissolved into water. To enhance this process, sunlight these are to be added, and in this sunlight these net these are to be ready for use, because this water these are to be used for the cold process. It is called as the dyeing bath by two methods. One is the hot process and second is the cold process. Then dyeing bath using kach. Kach is powder in a gunny bag, and it is suspended in water. And boiled until the kach gets dissolved completely. That is, those tannin which is to be ready-made available in market, that ready-made tannin which is to be available instead of bark, these tannin is to be called as it is called as kach, and the kach is powdered in a gunny bags, and it is suspended in water and boiled until the kach gets dissolved completely. That water these are to be boiled up to the kach is to be dissolved completely into this water. For effective treatment in every 100 liters of water, 4 to 5 kg of kach is required. 4 to 5 kg of kach is to be required for effective treatment of these tannin or these bark. Yes. With this, in short, this is the cast net. And this cast net these are to be preserved. These are to be washed, care and maintained. Suppose these net these are to be not properly preserved, properly care should be not taken. these are to be damaged, these are to be dead, and these are to be decaying, putrefying by bacteria, by different materials. And when these are to be putrefying, decaying, then net is to be damaged, and such damaged net, these are to be not used for catching the fish. That's why care and maintenance for these nets, gear, these are to be essential, these are to be most useful. This cast net, these are to be, after using, it is washed with clear fresh water, and after washing, these are to be spread on sunlight within half an hour. These net, these are to be dried, and all microbes, bacteria, these are to be attack on this net, they can be die, they can be disinfected. With this manner, we can save our nets, we can save our gears. Hope you have understood. This is the first, that is part of care and maintenance and preservation of the gears, which is to be used in this technique. Thank you all of you. Any